Hey guys, like, comment, subscribe. Big news coming out of the NHL today. Blockbuster trade. This is just a straight up, again, lack of no other words, blockbuster trade. Pierre-Luc Dubois from the Columbus Blue Jackets going to the Winnipeg Jets for Patrik Laine. Obviously, a pick and another player involved as well. But the big just part of this is obviously Laine for Dubois straight up.
Yeah, and the funny thing is that one of the second overall pick, one's a third overall pick. They're very, very close to each other. The last couple of years, stats wise, they've been very close to each other. They play a different position, which actually benefits the other team. Both of them have been said to be wanting out of their current team. They go to another team just as competitive, and just so happens to be in a better position there where they were before. So yeah, just mutually beneficial is what this trade is.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if for maybe Jets fans who feel like Laine has a lot more potential than Dubois, based on the fact that he has had that 44 goal year, I wouldn't necessarily disagree with that, but I would agree with the statement that, again, Dubois is probably just a better fit. Not that Laine wasn't a good fit, not that he wasn't putting up points, minutes, whatever. Just the fact that they have Kyle Connor, they have Nick Ehlers, they have Blake Wheeler, they have wingers that could still play first line minutes and for the most part second line minutes. So this trade doesn't hurt them in that regard. And now they have three very good centers. When you could have Paul Stastny as your number three at this point in his career, that's the perfect spot for him. He's probably one of the best number three centers in the league, hands down. So I really like the move for them in that regard. Schieiele and Dubois getting to be that 1-2. That's an awesome doubleheader punch up front for them. And then obviously they do lose Roslovic, but again, the fact that Dubois is center, they have three guys as mentioned, plus Adam Lowry. Was Roslovic even going to get minutes? He wasn't playing this year. So overall for Winnipeg, I really like the deal. In Columbus, I mean, they just get a pure sniper that they rarely ever have. It's Cam Atkinson, who's normally the goals leader for them. And now you get Patrik Laine, who all respect to Cam Atkinson, but in terms of goal scoring ability, Laine is just a whole nother level.
Yeah, Laine's been what, the ninth in the last 5 years overall in goal scoring in the whole league. And this is with down years where he wasn't. Last year he was barely playing. He wasn't playing first line. He was playing second line for most of the year. So this is going to be a much better fit for him. I'm expecting him to probably blow off for another 40 goal a year, whether it's this year or next year. It would not surprise me. But Jets fans, Dubois is a very good player. He's very, very skilled. He had 27 goals 2 years ago. He's a plus 16 that year as well. That's the kind of production you can expect from him. 30 goals, no problem. So yeah, no, great move on both sides. And whenever they're talking about that they had to lose Roslovic, you already mentioned he wasn't really a fit there right now. It just so happens he's also from Columbus. He's also hasn't signed a contract this year yet. So would he have even played for the Jets this year? Probably not. It wasn't looking that way. And at least this way he goes back to his hometown where he if he's going to play anywhere, it's probably going to be in his hometown. So great move on that end as well. And that third round pick that it cost Columbus to bring those two guys in is negligible. Doesn't matter. Roslovic brings that much value at least. And again, Laine and Dubois just a straight up good move on both sides.
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of ironically, another Atlanta deal about 10 years ago now, actually a lot more than 10 years ago, looking back, just kind of forgetting how long things have been. But I think it was 2005 where they traded Danny Heatley for Marian Hossa straight up. And ironically, that trade worked out pretty well for both teams. I know Hossa only played 3 years in Atlanta slash what would be Winnipeg now, but he had 92 points one year, 100 points another. He was with Ilya Kovalchuk. And I mean, Kovalchuk and Hossa, looking back, that tandem is just amazing to have. So again, I just feel like it's going to be very mutually beneficial. And then with Dubois too, I feel like it's a good swap just based off the personalities, where Laine was getting a lot of hate previously for little things like, oh, he's not producing as much because he's up late playing Fortnite. And like Winnipeg fans just like coming at him for every little thing. And I feel like Columbus is a bit more small market. He'll get to just play hockey there versus Dubois. He wanted to go to somewhere like Montreal. He wanted a big market. And with the Jets' success lately and them being a Canadian team, in that regard, they are a pretty big market. And they're pretty
All of
close.
Manitoba and Saskatchewan watches them.
Yeah, and they're pretty like if you can't go to Montreal, you can't get much closer than Winnipeg, realistically. Like he could drive to Montreal anytime he wants to now without having to cross a border or anything. So he can't
So
complain too much in terms of positioning.
he could drive to Montreal, but it'll take him 27 hours.
Yeah,
So I
still just
would
perspective,
not,
but
yeah,
yes.
I would not give that to him as the drive. But yeah, no, it's a great move to come back, to come over to get the Canadian side, especially this year. It's gonna be very exciting for Canadian hockey. So it's good to be a part of it, and probably with COVID going on in the States, might not be a bad move as well on his part to come over to Canada. Who knows? I'm just speculating. Either way, great move on both sides, guys. And Jets fans, be happy you got Dubois, and Blue Jackets fans, be pumped that you got Laine.
Yeah, and with that being said, too, both players will probably have some type of quarantine process, but
Yeah.
both will be with their team sooner rather than later. But definitely let us know what you guys think in the comments about the trade, who you think won it. If you think it's just even, give the video a like, hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you soon with some more content.